Hey YouTube, MrRampro here, and we're going to look at probably one of my favorite slip joint patterns. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, I know what he's going to say. I know what he's going to say. He's going to say sod buster, sod buster. Nope, not the sod buster this time. Yes, it probably is one of my favorite models, obviously. Um, got a growing collection of these, but as far as carrying purposes, it's going to be the Sowbelly. And that is a sweet darn design right there. I love it. As far as a slip joint, I know slip joints are kind of outdated and out of style, whatever you want to call it, but I love the freaking thing. I throw this one in my pocket. Sorry, wasn't supposed to see that one yet. I throw this one in my pocket, and it's pretty much like my abuse blade. You know, it kind of kicks me back to old school with my grandparents or whatever, carrying around slip joints around the house, whatever, doing their chores, their kind of things with it. Being a kid, seeing that, that's kind of what it reminds me of. I think it's neat, so that's kind of why I do it. In all honesty, just to kind of remind me where I started with knives and the fact that I like that. I love slip joints. I carry one pretty much all the time on top of my regular EDC blades, so I'll throw it in my pocket with change or whatever, and like it so far. So, and this actually all came about within probably, let's say, maybe the last year. I don't think the last EDC update I did, I had a slip joint in there, so probably, shortly after that, I started carrying one. So, not necessarily this one. And when I found this particular bottle, this particular pattern, I loved it. You can see a slight curve in the handle. Now I'm going to get you a regular Stockman, because that's a Sowbelly Stockman, and that's the 3 blades, obviously, sheep's foot, spay, and clip point blade. So you can notice how straight your regular Stockman blade is. Handle, sorry. And now you're looking at that wicked little curve right there of the Sowbelly. What makes that so cool is when you're carrying the knife itself. You know what? I'll open this one beside it just so you can see kind of comparison wise. This is a Bear & Sons on the top, and a Case special edition, who's that, Tony Bose or some crap like that. Yeah, TB, so yeah, pretty sure that's who it is, the knife designer dude, whatever. You've got this blade shape here, obviously, great design, carries much like a regular pocket knife. But you do have this little curve down here on the butt, fits in the hand really pretty nice. A lot better than your straight version. Obviously it's a slip joint, you're not going to be doing crazy crap with it, but it just fits a little better in the hand, Gives you a little bit something better to hold on to. I like it, feels really nice. Now, I love this with the blade. I think that's so freaking sick looking. It tucks it all the other, because your little deal here is so darn long. You got the blade closed, it sticks up a lot, so when we open it, it flattens down, sleeks everything out to that handle. And that sucker, that is one mean little box cutter right there. I think I said so in a couple other videos, maybe, I don't know, maybe that rattlesnake video, the unwanted guest one. But that sucker will shred some freaking boxes now. That is freaking great, man. I love this blade. You have the regular, what do they call it, surgical stainless, Case surgical stainless, whatever. It's just kind of a cheaper end, stainless steel. So edge retention, not the best, no, but I don't really care. I've got EDC blades that have better steels for all that edge retention nonsense. And this is the second one. That is sweet. You see how it puts that curve right in your freaking hand, man? That's awesome. You just shred all kinds of crap with it. Love the design. Looked around for it, saw that the design is essentially null and void. Nobody even has the Sowbelly out there that I saw. Saw a couple on eBay. So okay, I gotta hop on that. This was maybe like a charcoal bone pocket worn version. Really smooth, feels great in the hand, awesome. And I love this one. This one's in really good shape too. I kind of wish I would have kept this one nice and abused the shit out of this one, but that's not what happened. Back springs are a little loose. I mean, what do I want to say? Not loose, just not freaking tight. You know what I mean? Just not the same tolerances that I would kind of expect that I got with this one. This one seems a little bit higher end, and you can see a little bit of gaps and stuff like that, but the back springs just aren't that strong on this thing. But you do have the same blade shape, and because I like the pattern so much, went and hopped on that, and it was a two-part deal. You got the Sowbelly Stockman, and you got another medium Stockman with it. Same pocket worn, gray, jigged bone kind of thing. So I thought that was pretty cool. Got a couple of Stockmans. They seem to be kind of a going pattern with me. I really like them a lot as far as just the options you get with the blade shapes and stuff like that. Really great just to kind of have with you. Got a couple of others out there, but I'm just gonna kind of throw a couple of slipper joints in there just for decoration. This is more just kind of making you Slippy fans aware of the pattern. I know a lot of guys, if you're into slip joints, you pretty much know all the patterns. You know, you see them, you go through the endless list of freaking patterns, because they make thousands of them, by the way. So you see all those, and you really kind of you kind of know all of them, but there's a couple of guys out there that might not. So we're gonna kind of educate you guys on it. This one here, I did a little file work on, by the way. I just saw it, kind of reminded me of it. And it's that same, got that same curve to it. Not as much of a curve, but it's the same curve nonetheless. And that file work turned out pretty darn cool, in all honesty. Turned out pretty neat. So you can see, obviously, all the different little angles and colorings and all that nonsense. But did that one day when I was really bored. And it took longer than a day. I think I did that while I was a security guard at one point. Just sitting around in the booth or something. Got a file out, sort of playing around. But if you haven't looked at the pattern itself, it's more kind of like I think a more utilitarian pattern. Great for skinning out and stuff like that. And the ergonomics on it are a little bit better than your straight handle knives. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot for bearing with me, slip joint fans. Let's keep it going, man. We're not dead completely. So you guys be good.